Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Fork. In this very important video we are going to speak first of all about what is happening with cryptocurrency, what is happening with Bitcoin, when the alt season will officially start. Of course we are going to speak about Gary Gensler, about the things that people are speaking about to fire Gary Gensler, and of course the interest rate in the United States of America, what I think and what I am imagining that will happen until the end of the year. The Bitcoin halving will happen in less than 1 year, and this is very important. We are going to speak and see what happened before. In the history, we are going to speak, of course, about the Bitcoin dominance, about what happened in the history, and well, the official bull market will start. So if you are watching my channel for the first time, this is the right time to pause this video, of course, to subscribe on the channel and click on the like. And if you will have any questions until the end of the video, then actually ask the questions. I'm reading all the comments below. So let's start with this very important video. The price of the Bitcoin is 25,989. We can see that the price of the Bitcoin is around 26,000. In the end of this video, I'm going to show you the support and resistance level that we already spoke about. The price of Ethereum, the same price, 1,750. The one of the most important thing, this is of course Ripple XRP. What the heck is happening with Ripple XRP? What is happening with Atom, BNB, and of course one of my biggest holding. It was one of my biggest holding, ADA Cardano, and I will tell you in a few moments what I think that I will do and what I already made with 50% of these 68 cryptocurrencies that actually right now are not cryptocurrencies by dissect. Officially they're like not cryptocurrencies, and let's see how it will affect on these cryptocurrencies in the future. Big cryptocurrencies like Ripple XRP, TRX Tron, ADA Cardano, and of course BNB, and guys, Solana. So let's start with the first part. The first part, this is of course the interest rate. So today the Federal Reserve will meet. By the analytics, why they are going to do, they are going to keep the same interest rates. I really believe, and actually from my point of view, it's not really matter what they are going to make with the interest rate until the end of the year, because for people who is watching my channel not for the first time, I'm thinking that until the end of the year, nothing is going to happen in the United States of America. I still think that everything is still very bullish. I think that until the end of the year, October, November, December 2023, we are going to see the beginning of the bull market. Of course, if we are speaking about S&P 500, I think that there everything will be very positive, as we are seeing right now. If we're speaking about cryptocurrencies, I think that the bull market is already started. It doesn't mean that we can't fall another 10%, 15-20% with the Bitcoin. It doesn't mean that we can't fall another 50% with altcoins. Of course, in the end of the video, I will explain everything until the end of the video, and in the end of the video, I will show you the support and the most important, the resistance levels of altcoins and of Bitcoin. This is very important. So of course the forecast, the analytic thing that in July we are going to see the next increase in the interest rates by 0.25. In September the interest rate is going to be 5.25, so it means that they are going to increase in July. In September they are going to keep the same interest rate, in November as well, and in December the same thing will happen in the with the interest rates. And this is very important, because the market is already include the fact that until the end of the year, Federal Reserve and nothing is going to happen with the interest rate. Maximum they are going to increase by 0.25, 0.5, and this is very from my point of view, this is very bullish until the end of the year. But what I think that will happen in November, December, maybe even in October, I think that something bad is going to happen in United States of America. Something bad is going to happen with the US dollars. Of course, about the DXY, we are going to speak about the Dixie as well in the end of the video, but something bad will happen in United States of America and to the economic of all the world, and this will be the point where the correction that we're all waiting for the last year will happen with Bitcoin, of course, with everything that we know. And I already told you my targets with the price of the Bitcoin. The next video that I want to show you is actually how the Republicans is actually speaking with Gary Gensler, that actually the head of the SEC. And of course, right now they want to fire Gary Gensler. And look how the Republicans are actually speaking with Gary Gensler like he's a guy that learning in the school and made something bad. Look how the Republicans are actually speaking with Gary Gensler without any respect.
The biggest crypto failure in history is probably FTX at $9 billion. Were you the chairman of the SEC when FTX collapsed?
Yes.
And how many times did you meet with FTX prior to their collapse?
I think my public record shows 2.
You met it with FTX at least twice. And arguably, the second biggest crypto failure in history was Terra Luna. Who was the chairman of the SEC when Terra Luna collapsed, sir?
We had brought...
You were, sir, reclaiming my time. You were.
You were, sir, reclaiming my time. In other words, you were the head of the SEC when the first biggest fall is happened with the FTX. You were the head of the second crypto fall that actually was Terra Luna Classic. And stop waste my time. Actually, you are not doing your job. I think that what is going to happen with Gary Gensler, maybe he will be the head of the SEC for another few weeks, another few months, but I think that Gary Gensler and actually the head of the SEC is actually, they are going to fire Gary Gensler. In the midterm, I think that this is a very, very good news for us, but the most important thing is how Gary Gensler is actually answering to these questions. He is actually afraid to answer to these questions. Look how he is answering, and look how the Republicans are actually speaking with Gary Gensler. But the thing is that when Gary Gensler is told us that these 68 cryptocurrencies, they are right now securities and not cryptocurrencies, I think for these projects, for these 68 projects, this is a very bad news. And this is the reason why actually, unfortunately, I sold all my BNB, I sold all my Solana, all my ADA, and unfortunately Matic and Atom. From my point of view, for this 68 cryptocurrency, nothing good will happen in the near future, mid future, and in the long future, because look what happened with Ripple XRP. Because when the SEC, when Gary Gensler is actually trying to make bad thing to this project, just imagine that you have hundreds of millions of US dollars, tens of millions of US dollars, and you want to invest in a crypto project. Will you invest in a project that have a problems with SEC? I think that the answer is totally no. And this is what is happening. Just imagine that you want to build something, you want to develop something on Atom, you want to develop something on ADA Cardano, which from my point of view, they are a very good projects. But if they have problems with SEC, if they have problems in United States of America, then from my point of view, nothing good will happen with them until they will have resolved the problem with SEC. Of course, if we are speaking about crypto exchanges, about Binance, and about the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in United States of America, I think that nothing good will happen with them as well. From my point of view, the biggest loser here is United States of America, because we know, and we already saw it before, that every crypto ban is just not a real ban. Because if you are buying like China did before, if you are buying the miners, what the miners are doing, they are shut down the system, they are shut down the ASICs, the vehicles that actually mining Bitcoin, and they are moving to other places like Russia, like Kazakhstan, and other places that actually friendly with crypto mining. The same thing will happen with crypto exchanges. The countries, and I think that United States of America actually losing here the cryptocurrencies, people that actually believe in this big industry, that actually people are developing on blockchain, on Web3, and I think that the biggest loser here is United States of America. All these people, all these projects just will shut down the projects in United States of America, and they will move for friendly places like Abu Dhabi, like Canada, like Singapore, and to Hong Kong, guys. And I think from my point of view, totally this is what will happen, and the biggest loser here is just United States of America. And this is why This is why United States of America, the Republicans that actually making these fierce moves, the right thing to do is to regulate cryptocurrency, but to do it in the right way, guys. And this is the reason why I think that the right thing to do is to regulate and fire Gary Gensler, that actually very, very negative about this big industry like cryptocurrency. And the biggest losers, of course, will be the cryptocurrencies exchanges that working in United States of America and United States. We can see that already the listings that are already started on cryptocurrencies exchanges like eToro, all right, like Robinhood. We already saw it, we already saw this news. And again, the biggest losers by now, this is of course United States of America, that projects will leave United States of America. If you are watching this video, share this video. This is very, very important that more and more people will see this very important crypto news about what is happening, because there is nothing negative here. This is maybe negative for the short term, but don't forget, guys, that the halving is coming, and I will speak about that in few moments. This is very, very important because Warren Davidson and more Republicans are actually feeling request to fire Gary Gensler, and I think that this is the right thing to do. I think that Gary Gensler is a little bit too much negative about cryptocurrency. He's a little bit doing things that actually he don't understand what he is doing, because Web3 and blockchain, this is our future. This is how the things are working in the world, and his job is actually to regulate, to make rules, and not just to ban everything that he's seeing, like he did with these 68 cryptocurrencies and with two biggest exchanges that actually working in United States of America. We can see that, and this is actually according to what I told you in my last video. I think that officially the bull market is started, but we might see more corrections by 25%, 30%. This is how things are working in bull market as well. And actually at the beginning of the bull market, we might see negative news like we saw already with Gary Gensler, with SEC, and with rules against cryptocurrencies. But guys, with the time, when the market will become more and more bullish, I think that we will see more and more bullish things. Again, by the history, everything looks very good. The monthly MACD return to bullish cross, and this is very, very good, guys. Of course, until the next halving, we have even less than 1 year, and exactly in about 10 months. And this is very, very important to know, because in front of your eyes, what you are seeing, these blue lines, this is the Bitcoin halvings, and you can see that 1 year before the halving we were at, let's say, around the bottom. I really think that 15,500 it was the bottom of the Bitcoin. But after the halving, we can see few months maybe of not really positive news, because actually no one will tell you guys that the bull market is started. The bad news will be until the end, until everyone will understand that the bull market is actually started. But this will be too much time over, guys, because the bull market and people who is making money in this market, they must start this progress even before everyone is thinking that the bull market is starting. Actually, right now, this is the time. Less than 1 year before the halving, by the history, it was always the best time to buy cryptocurrencies, and not after the halving when the bull market is officially started. All right. Again, we can look about the history, about what's happened. We can see that actually we broke this resistance that we every time had from all-time high. We can see that we touched this resistance, went to the downside in 2014. The same thing happened in 2018, 2019. The same thing is happening in 2021 and in 2023, that finally we broke this resistance. From my point of view, all this negative news is just in order to make the market with more negativity, to make fear in the market that people will not buy Bitcoin, that people will sell their Bitcoin, because this is the time to do these manipulations in the market, because when the price of the Bitcoin will be 50 and 60,000, I can guarantee that all the news that you will see, there will be just a positive news. But this is, guys, will be the time that actually to sell the Bitcoin. Well, the positive news, when only positive news will start to publish everywhere, when everyone will speak about Bitcoin, this will be the time to sell your Bitcoin. So in the last part of this video, guys, by the way, if you liked what I show you, if you like how I'm showing you the information, please don't forget to click on the like and to the subscribe to my channel, to Crypto Fork on YouTube. So let's speak about what is happening with the Bitcoin dominance. We can see that we broke finally. By the way, these lines I drew them in my last video, so nothing is changed. We broke a little bit the resistance of 49% of Bitcoin dominance. I think that this was a fall broke. I think that we might touch even 50%, 51%, but from this point we are going to turn to the downside. I think that the bull market is officially started. I think that the alt season will start at the moment when the Bitcoin dominance will fall again to 48.7%. I think that if you want to invest in altcoins, this is the right time to buy. Again, not a financial advice, but again, I think that this was a really very positive fall alt season candle, very positive candle, guys. I think that from here we're just going to fall to the downside. This is my point of view. If you want to buy altcoins, again, not a financial advice, this is a very good point. And yes, might be that the altcoins will fall another 10, 15 and 20%, because this is how it works. Risk and reward, and this is very important. Right now the DXY looks very weak, because all the things that happening right now in the market with the BRICS, with all the countries that right now is actually buying the US dollars. Last video I spoke that we might touch even 105. We can see that we even didn't go there. So from my point of view, this is very positive for cryptocurrencies. I think that at least until the end of the year, at least I think that the DXY will fall to the downside, and this will be very positive to altcoins, to Bitcoin as well. Let's speak about our support and resistance level for Bitcoin. We spoke about them in my last video. These lines, guys, very important. They are from my last video as well. I think that their next support level is 25,300. Then the next support level is 24,000. From my point of view, this is the last support level. I don't really believe that we are going to touch even 22,000. I think that 24,000 is worse case scenario. Again, guys, make your risks in the market, and then until the end of the year we are going to see a very small bull market, guys. We might touch 35,000, 37,000, then we can see another small correction to 31, 32,000, and then from my point of view until the end of the year we are going to touch 40, 42, even 45, 48,000 for one Bitcoin. Again, everything depends on the conditions of the market. So thank you very much for watching my video. My name was Crypto Fork. Don't forget to click on the like and on the subscribe button. See you in my next cryptocurrency video. Bye bye.